Hey guys, Killer6, and today I'm bringing you an updated build for my level 61 assassin. This one focuses on melee, so you'll need certain weapons and gear to maximize this build, but once you have the right stuff, you'll be a badass ninja. I'll be doing a follow-up vid showing how to load out for survivability and also another to show you how to take on raid bosses. Now, I cannot take even partial credit for coming up with this build. Gotham Lion did this way before anyone else that I know of, and I'll link to his channel in my description below. You guys should definitely check him out. I'm also posting links to a few other YouTubers that use a similar build with devastatingly awesome results. Please take a minute to check those guys out and subscribe to their channels to keep up with all the cool content that they post as well. So as you can see from the video, to maximize your melee damage, you obviously need to go down the bloodshed and cunning trees. I'd highly recommend playing around with this build a little bit, but know this: do not use Grim in the bloodshed tree, because the idea here is to get your shield down and to keep it down, thus the love thumper, and Grim sort of defeats this purpose. Also, I've seen others put 5 out of 5 and Fearless in your cunning tree. You can do this and it works well if you plan on doing a lot of shooting, primarily with like an infinity pistol or something else that's, high rate of fire. But the main plan with this build is to stay in deception and murder as many bad guys as possible as quickly as possible. So, as you can see, that is my tree, and a little bit about this. I probably do things a little bit differently than some of the other people that you've seen do this, but this works pretty well for me. Now, with this melee build, I find that you don't need to, I would say, maximize like with relics and class mods the melee damage, because what you're getting right here in the bloodshed tree is typically more than enough for most enemies, and boosting it even higher doesn't seem to really help all that much with raid bosses. So now let's move on to my gear. Alright, so this is going to be pretty standard fare for this sort of build. As you can see, I use the Eviscerating Ruby and slag damage version there. Keep the Norfleet around just in case I need to get up and from Fight for Your Life. I use the Ferocious Rapier. That's just happens to be the one that I got from the quest. I didn't bother trying to get Swift, as a lot of people recommend, because I typically don't do a lot of shooting with this gun. And one thing that I do a little different from everybody else is I keep a little Eevee on hand. And if you guys have seen my instant cooldown video, then you will know why. I really like this gun a lot. And as you see, I also like to use the Love Thumper. That's pretty standard fare for this sort of build. I like to keep the immune to corrosion damage around, the alkaline version. The Stormfront, which pretty much everybody uses to break their shield. Just throw it at your feet, shield's broken, do massive damage. I also use Bone of the Ancients relic there, which is different than a lot of other people, and the legendary Hunter class mod. And the reason I use this is the 39% cooldown bonus, the 33% critical damage bonus, plus I'm going to be getting +5 to several of the main melee skills, including Killing Blow and Iron Hand and Counter Strike. So I like to have the cooldown rate instead. So there you have it, guys. Fast cooldown, high melee damage, and a fun different build for some of you guys to try out on your Zero. And with that, I will leave you guys with some footage of me just wrecking some people. And you guys have a great day. Take care. See you next time.